Yeah.
It's all you, my friend.
Hey everybody, Peter here. Thanks for joining us today. Sorry about being a little bit late. We were just on the phone with an incredible gentleman who has built a tremendous organization, a global organization, and very excited about what we're doing and what we're headed towards on this. We're going to have a follow-up call. His words were, I'm in, right? We're going to move this thing forward on it and do some tremendous stuff. So what we're doing here is really resonating with a lot of incredible people out in this in the world, right? People that have built organizations that have influence over people. When we talk to them about the heart of TruBadger, the heart of the whole ecosystem that we're building and solving problems and where we're at, it's tremendous to see their response. These are people that have built networks and traditional network marketing type businesses that are really embracing the fact that, and one of the things they get excited about is that this is not a network and that it's a rising tide raises all ships, and that they could take every single person that they're in contact with and have them get involved and have that rising tide bring it all up. So very exciting for that part of it. We were going to do an update on NSI and on the airdrops and for all that. That's actually what I had this call set up for, but I don't know where Doug is, and he's actually the one that has that information to update. Corey, are you with me, buddy? Or is it just me here?
Always.
Have you tried to reach out to Doug? Because he's the one that actually has our update.
Yes, I'll try to call him again.
All right, keep trying, buddy, and I'm going to entertain everybody while we're here. So first of all, want to let you guys know, fantastic weekend in Las Vegas. Again, I want to apologize for the audio video situation in the stream. It was a new company that we had given a chance to come in and do it. Great guys, but they just didn't have the right equipment and stuff. That definitely will not be the case for when we have our it will not be the case. The good thing is Mary, that we have it all recorded and you can go back and watch it, and the recording is beautiful, right? So that'll be the saving grace there, and you'll be able to watch it many times if you want to. The first stuff we're going to put out will be just the raw footage, and then we'll get it edited down, and so you better watch a shorter version of it without the gaps in the in-betweens and things like that. But I believe, and I did not get an update from Deb on where it's at on the footage on that. I know they're working on it. It's quite a bit of footage, but as soon as we have
Doug is on his way.
All right, excellent. Doug is on its way. We're going to have the information that we're looking for. All right, that's excellent. But the event was fantastic for, I think, just about everybody that was there. I didn't talk to everybody as far as how they felt the event was, but the people that I talked to loved the event. They got exactly what we are about, and that is family. It is about helping others. It's about increasing the value in this world, right? That's what our whole entire concept, that's what our whole movement is about. With everything that we do, including TruBadger and the Nexus ecosystem. Very excited to, on Monday, Tuesday, I'll begin to nail down when Sapphire token will be launching, and also we'll have the project itself. I would say that the latest that Sapphire, the project, will launch will be Thursday or Friday of this week. If everything goes well, we're just finalizing some stuff. So I would say, and once we launch that, we are going to have a massive number of AMAs, lives like this, Zoom meetings, just meeting after meeting after meeting, getting as many people as we can set up on multi-sig devices to have the multi-sig wallets to stop the scammers in their tracks from what they're doing. And so you guys, once it's ready and we know, look for 2 or 3 or 4 events a day for probably at least a week straight for us to be able to get out to everyone what we're doing and how they can protect their assets and protect what they're doing. So that'll be hopefully, like I said, towards the end of this week at the latest. I'm hoping earlier, towards the middle of the week, that we'll get that going. So we'll have a lot of different stuff. And then once that is done over the next few days, we will set a date for Sapphire to go live on Catapult. And then we'll, right after we're done getting everybody set up on multi-sig wallets, then we'll start the process of how it's going to work with Catapult and moving forward from there, giving everybody plenty of time to get things put together and react and stuff like that. So, hey, bud, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. We're just here having a good time.
Hanging out?
Yes, just hanging out, just having a good time.
We had a great time on the Digi Insights call this morning.
Oh, excellent. So I think, buddy, why we are here is so we could give everybody an update on two things. One is the people who filled out the form who did not get a chance to trade, and then or got a chance to maybe do one or two but wanted to do more. And then number two is the top up for the people that didn't quite get the fill that we wanted them to be able to have. So those are the two things that we're here to kind of give them an update on timing or where we're at in that process.
The pop-up. Below, I'm lost on the pop-up. Everything else I got.
No, not pop-up, buddy. Top.
Oh, the top-up.
Top up, not pop-up.
I thought you
No
said
pop-up.
and I go, what popped up? And I go, oh, okay, I don't know the pop-up. I got to be awkward on live here and tell Peter I don't know what the pop-up is.
It's okay.
I do know what the top-up. I do know what the top-up is. All right, let me share my screen here real quick. And guys, this was a huge job, but everybody see my screen, Peter?
It's coming up, buddy. Yes.
Okay, so I've got all of the wallets. I've got the master amount of wallets in there. I'm going to show you guys the problem first, okay? And Don is working on the problem. I'm going to take care of everybody I can. This is a problem. I don't have the full wallet address. Problem one. Problem two. Oh, this is a real problem, okay? People were putting in stuff in their wallet address. Partials, this is absolutely missing part of the wallet, okay? Then I get down to things like, you can see them as I go down. I'll get down to some really good ones here for you guys. Oh, I already cut them all out. I have text in some of the stuff that aren't even wallets. So there's about, out of the 1,100, there's somewhere around 50 to 100 of you that didn't give me your wallet address. I don't, Don's working on it. We'll get that. That's problem one. But the good news is, everybody, I've got it all broken down. Everybody that had 4 rounds that made over the amount, I got all of the people, the 4 rounds that got 0. I got all of you guys all figured out. We've got the 3 rounds, the 2 rounds, and the 1 round all done. We're just going to cross-reference over the next day, make sure our data is correct, and we're ready to go.
So guys, real quick and you know me, I like to have a little bit of fun, right? So I can see some of you guys out there. I don't know what's taking them so long to get this done. They should have had this done. It's got to be easy. You just push a button. It ain't that easy. And it's probably the reason why most people wouldn't even attempt to do this, right? They wouldn't even come close to doing it because of the amount of effort, the amount of work, and the amount of stuff that would need to go in to do what we're doing. And the reason why we do it is because we care about you guys. We understand that the community is a key component to building this and getting this done. It's not an afterthought. It's not a, well, you know, it's good to have a community, but, you know, the ones that are, you know, get in, you know, we do really care about this and we put a lot of work into it. And again, part of it was the event. We couldn't do a lot of this stuff there because of security reasons, safety for you guys as well. Because if the wrong thing happens, it could harm everybody that's involved with this, right? So again, this is something where we take what we do very seriously. It's a lot of effort and a lot of work that needs to go into putting it together and making sure that it is. Normally, I'll be honest with you, most companies, even if they were going to go this far, would have just said, oh, you didn't give us your address, delete, 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 process it with the people that gave us the right information and moved it forward. Not us. We have people working on right now, figuring out what are the right addresses and how can we get that fixed, and trying to get as much information as possible. And again, this just gives us more work that we need to do and more difficulty. So what we need from you guys is just patience, right? Just the patience to say, understand that we are on this. We're not just, dragging our feet going, oh, we'll get to it when we get to it. We are actively working towards solving it, figuring it out, and making sure that we do it the best job possible. So if we do end up leaving someone out, it's not because of the lack of effort. It's because we just didn't have the information to be able to get it done and make it work.
Yeah,
That's who we are, and that's who we'll hopefully always be as a company and as a people, and what we do as we move stuff forward. Go ahead, Dave.
Absolutely, buddy. And what makes it harder, guys, is the blockchain doesn't have your information. I can't take your name or your email address and just go look you up on the blockchain. I can't find you. So I'm going to share this list because I might be able to catch 50% of you on this call, maybe even 100%, but 50% I'm hoping. Here's the list. You can see the problem. I'll scroll down quickly. I got a lot of people that didn't give me their address at all. And I just looked when I was scrolling down with you guys, those partial numbers are going to come onto this list. They're ones that I missed. But this list is going to be probably 130 plus people long, but there are duplicates, okay? So I'm going to scroll down the list, look at this group of people. If your name is on this list, you have a problem. That problem is I don't have your wallet address, okay? So look for your name. If you see it, you got to get it to Don, okay? I need your wallet address. Nice that people told me they have MetaMask. I couldn't have guessed that myself, but it's just, I can't figure out what your wallet address is. All right, so here we go down. I'm going to go down to another group here. Please see if your name is on this list. If it is, reach out to Don, okay? I'm going to scroll down. Now I'm going to add to this list, but we'll try our best to get back to those people also. See your name. And this is the duplicates that I'm talking about. There's a number of duplicates, but so there's not a total of 111, but there's a lot, okay? If your name's on this list, I can't help you with, and I haven't figured out what you've done yet. I haven't been able to go through and calculate you because I can't find your wallet to do that. So we've actually gone out to the blockchain and pulled the wallet address. Okay, so that's that. I'll stop sharing that. The other thing that there's a lot of questions on, I'm gonna do this right now. Let me pull this up. Hang on 1 second. It'll just take me a second to get this up here. The question is did I get my tokens from day one, right? So let's just go ahead and answer that.
Perfect. That's a great one to answer, buddy.
Yeah. And I'm going to do two things.
Somebody's asking, how do you reach out to Dawn? You wait until the sun's coming up and then you just reach out. Out to the dawn.
I love it. Oh, she's in the Telegram group. She's part of support. Support can get to her if you have a problem. Make sure you just talk to support. Anybody that's on the team can help you get in touch with her and get you plugged in. Okay. I got that up. Now I got to do this. All right. Let me pull up KuCoin here. We'll be able to put this thing to bed, which is a big question for all of you guys. And I understand it because it's a hard thing to figure out. You know, day one, when we took that first trade, then we shut it off. Did you get your tokens? You know, what happened? And I'm going to go to NSI holders. The first thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to share my screen. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot of this because I don't want to share the Skype address for this group. Not that anybody could get into it. It's just, I'm overly cautious these days, Peter, for some strange reason. So, all right, I'm going to share my screen, Okay, so I'm talking to the, am I sharing? Everybody see it?
Yes, we see your screen, buddy. Yes.
We're talking to Reza about that day. And I asked him, this looks like, but others don't, whatever. I'm asking the question, did they show up? Was everybody transferred to, and is there a chance of any error on the transfer? Was the numbers correct when we see the numbers? All of them are correct. We paid them on chain, and the chance of any error is almost zero. I would say it's zero. He says almost zero. So they got done within a few minutes or hour of day one. Okay. And now that's what you're going to see. Okay. So I've gone to the holders in NSI on the blockchain. Okay. We're right there. I'm going to go to the last page where there's a bunch of people that really haven't been adding to their token. So I could do it either way, but this kind of makes it easier. Some people didn't do day one. They ended up doing day two, but we'll see if we can find somebody. I'm going to randomly pick somebody. Maybe this guy. Okay. So let's click on this guy. Go to here.
There it is right there.
Hang on. Hang on. I did that a little backwards. Hang on. I got to get one thing. I made the mistake, Peter, I've had no sleep in the last week or so. After my morning class, I laid down for a second, and that was the end of it.
Well, the last day I got like 10 hours sleep, buddy. So I slept for both of us.
Man, I
fell asleep on the couch last night and then got up for a few hours and then went to bed last night. And I woke up like 4 times, but each time I just said, no, you know what? I'm not leaving this bed and I'm going to keep sleeping. So
not leaving this spot. I like it.
Because I think in 1 week, I might have gotten 25 hours sleep in an entire and that was probably over like 8 days. It was very little, that's for sure.
Well, we both are known for not sleeping a whole lot, but I tell you, the amount of sleep this month I've got is really even abnormal for me. And I know it is for you too. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go back here. Okay. I'm going to go to our wallet holders again. Let me do that one more time. KuCoin, wallet holders. Go to the last page. All right, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to grab again somebody random. Let's do this guy this time. I'm going to grab this address, this wallet. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put it in here. Okay. All right. Here's what I see. and I'm going to look back, and we're looking for NSI right here. Okay. And I see 21 hour, 17 days, 20 hours, 17 days, 21 hours. I'm going to click on this one. I think this guy traded the first day. I can't guarantee it until I look here. No. All right. We're going to pick another guy. I don't see. Oh, NSI here. There we go. One trade. This is the old contract. That's no good. You'll see one trade and you have to click on the NSI little logo here to see that. Now I have 149 billion. Okay, now I have 14. So now when I go here and I click on this, let me see if I see what I want to see. Swap, admin swap right here. This is the admin swap that swapped that number of tokens that you should have gotten 18 days, 17 hours ago. When I go back to this, if you look at this one, it was 18
essentially what they're looking for, buddy, is one that says admin swap. That is the
swap,
key.
and they're looking for these 2 dates, 18 days, 23 hours ago, 18 days, 17 hours ago. They did it within the first few hours.
Right.
It was done, all done. Okay. And so that's how efficient they were. But when you click on this one, you'll know that you're on the right one. That's wrong because it only has one. And then when you click on, and it's usually the same 18 hours or 18 days, go find that insight, click on it. Scroll to the bottom, admin swap, done. Okay. I've gone through many of them. They're all done. Okay. So your tokens are there. Now you go, well, they're really different. In fact, one of the guys thought that he had gotten too many tokens. And I went through and found his, and his was right. It was based on the time that you pulled the trigger on the trade, and what would that fill been if it was done according to the contract. All they did was take that timestamp, the timestamp on that trade, and insert it into the correct contract, and it filled. That's how they did it so quickly. It's so simple, right? So whatever that number is what he's saying here. 0 chance of error because it's on the blockchain. We didn't have to calculate anything. We didn't have to do any math. We didn't have to do anything. We simply took the timestamps, applied them to the correct contract, done. Okay. All right. Hopefully that answers everybody's question on that. May not be the answer that you're looking for, but it is the right answer. Okay. All right. So we have the tokens that are going to get topped up. So we know, so just so that you guys know, and again, we're working on figuring out what the average number is. I'm working right now, and I know it's not going to end up being the 70 billion number, right? But I inserted that so that you guys can see what the math will look like. It could be 65 billion. It could be more than 70 billion. Not sure what it's going to end up being. That's the last number we're crunching. And I gave this as an example. This guy did 2 rounds, right? And he was over. Time he got done with his second round, he was at 91 billion. He's over the 70 billion that I'm using as a base number. Again, I want to be very, very clear. I am not saying the 70 billion is the number, okay? But this is the base number I'm using to prove the math. It's going to be somewhere around this number, okay? But he's over 91 billion. He will have an option to top up or buy the next 2 rounds because he only got 2 rounds. So If it is 70 billion, he's got an option to buy at 0.25, 17.5 billion, and another buy 0.25 at 17.5 billion. So he'll go well over 100 billion tokens, right? But everybody else, as you can see, was slightly under 67. This person would get free 2.8 billion. And as we go down the list, the people that got less, this person would get 28 billion based on them topping up on the 2 that they got coming to them, plus what they would be short once they topped up. Okay. All of that's figured out. It's all done. So again, like Peter said, it took a boss, me, Don, and 2 programmers to write the program just to go into the blockchain, timestamp, and sort it all out into a program. This is done in a program, not in Excel. I dumped the CSV of the program in Excel so I could manipulate it and look at it. But this was not a spreadsheet application. You go, oh, wow, Doug, it's just a simple spreadsheet. Oh, no, it's not. It would be a very complicated spreadsheet if I did it. But we actually wrote a program to calculate all this and figure it out for all of you guys. The next thing that I'm doing is I'm getting all of the receipts from the staff on who paid for Vegas, who paid for streaming, who paid for Vegas and streaming. And we're gonna begin to crunch that number so that I know what we're dealing with there for the token distribution that you guys are going to get for coming to Vegas, okay? So here's something for you guys on that that's going to keep that from happening until I know that I'm fairly clear on what goes on. Anybody that has their wallet hacked, okay? Anybody that gave their 12 keywords away or they got hacked, however they got hacked, right? Not important how, it's that you did get hacked. I need to make absolute sure, again, through the staff to Don or however Don is going to get a hold of, and Corey and the staff will coordinate that. But however that happens, you need to double check and absolutely make sure that the staff knows the wallet that was hacked and they have that wallet's address so that we can remove it from any payout. If you don't do that, we are going to pay out to your hacked wallet and the hacker's going to get your tokens again. Okay. Nothing I can do about it. If it happens, nothing I can do about it. You absolutely need to be responsible for making sure. Don't think, oh, well, I already gave it to them. Be responsible, make sure we know your hacked wallet, and then make sure we know your new correct wallet so we can insert the correct wallet for you, because we want you to have these tokens. We're going to give out a lot of tokens here. And if you were hacked more than anybody else, I want you to have these tokens because you guys got hurt. And I want to make sure that we have tokens to begin to help rebuild you. And so I need you to work with us and make sure that we have that, okay? So if you do that, then I can begin to work on Vegas and I can get those numbers crunched and we can get done with that. So my 2 primary projects right now for you guys are the getting your free tokens that you have coming to you in Insights and or topping up with those that you're going to buy and taking care of Vegas, okay? That's where I'm at, buddy.
Awesome. Okay. So let's answer a couple of questions. Cindy is asking, will we be buying tokens for Sapphire? Yes, Sapphire has its own token. Or is this just a project that is part of the system that is not a fee-based utility that will be a token? Sapphire is a revenue producing project. It will have services that it provides and sells to projects as well as to individuals. There's a whole suite of of services that we're developing with that. So it will have its own token and its own unique tokenomics on that side. How do we claim our airdrops? Sam, hey buddy, how you doing? There's videos that have been made on how to claim. Maybe somebody could drop that video in there on how to claim the airdrops. A lot of people have already claimed. Last time I had looked, it was about 12 trillion tokens had been claimed on the airdrop, and that was a couple days ago. So it's probably much more than that on that side of it. So there are videos though that will walk you through how to claim the airdrops. Where do I go to see my swaps were done correctly? That is on the Binance Smart Chain. It's when you're in your MetaMask wallet, you'll go into the three dots. You're going to click on that, and you're going to go out to the it's escaping me now, buddy. The Explorer. Yes, you'll see Explorer there. And you just follow that, and you can go look on the chain, and you can see the swaps that are there. We've already checked it, guys. So on it, that everybody got their swap. The great thing is about the blockchain is that it's very accurate in the way that it is, and records are always there. So it's hard to make a mistake and not be able to trace it back and go to there. And if you don't know what you're looking for, of course, it's hard to see, and you may say, "Oh, I didn't get it." But again, Doug pointed out, if it has admin in front of that, that means it was done directly with the contract. All right.
Peter, one thing, and guys, I've been doing this a long time. Peter's been doing this a long time. You are going to have to spend time in the blockchain to understand how that works, because it is very difficult to figure out things. I mean, they're put in different places in different ways, and in some ways they feel like they're almost hidden, but you just don't know the right path to get to what you're looking for, and it is hard. So do that.
Yep. Glenn, do we work with Zoom rooms to find out if we were hacked? I would definitely get on a Zoom room if you think you were hacked. They probably wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, the best way to know if you got hacked is if your wallet is emptied out, right? That's pretty much the clue that you have been hacked on that. If you don't know if you're hacked and you don't have funds in your wallet right now, I just delete that wallet and start with a new wallet. I wouldn't even take a chance on it. I would just say, you know what, let's start over again. There's no cost to setting up a wallet. You'll just get a new 12 seed words. If you do have funds in there, of course, if it's TruBadger, there is a fee to transfer from one wallet to the next. So, that's going to take a little bit of a decision making on your part from being able to do that.
Yeah. If you have no tokens, you've been hacked. So that's the clearest way. So if you have tokens, you haven't been hacked.
Yeah, and one of the questions here is on the first day, the bad contract and the right contract. Guys, you can't go by, I don't care if you got one token or one gazillion tokens on the first contract. That's a dead contract. They had no value to them. What you actually got on the second one was what you would have gotten if there wasn't an issue with the contract, right? So the first one means nothing. The only thing it did is it gave us the order in which to issue on the second one. The quantity of tokens had absolutely nothing to do with it. So essentially what you got, I don't care if you got 900 billion tokens, you got 900 billion tokens with absolutely zero value behind them. So it had no benefit to you to have those. What you got on the second day with the admin one, that's the right amount of tokens right there. And that's the amount of tokens that will have value to it. And it will be much more than the 0.25 in BNB that you put into it. That's the goal, is not, oh my goodness, I lost this because I got this on the first day and it was less on the second day. The first day was a mistake. They made a mistake in the contract. Those would have never been issued and they would have never had any value to them. It's what you got is what on the second day is what you would have got on the first day if the contract would have run properly. So you got exactly what it is that you were supposed to get in that process of that. Shelly, you're going to need to send your question in somewhere else. We can't look it up here on the, on this call. You'll have to send it in to Dawn. and we can look at it and see if there's an issue there. I did ask Reza about first and second day swaps. He said they took care of both the first and the second day swap when they did it, and they believe they did not miss anybody. But again, we can look at it if you send it in. Will unclaimed NSI tokens earn reflection when they're where they are at, where they are now? Yes. You don't have to claim in order to get reflection. Reflection just looks at all the wallets and it distributes them. It doesn't matter if they're there or if they're in that main wallet. So they are receiving reflection, and you will get your share of that reflection. Okay.
There's one question here about tokens that are showing up in your wallet that you don't know what they are. Peter, you want to address that?
If they're not TruBadger tokens or NSI tokens, just don't mess with them, guys. Just delete them. They're called honeypots. They're scams, essentially. They're going to send you tokens. You're going to click on those tokens. You're going to try to sell them. You're not going to be able to sell them. And then it's going to say, hey, you need to register your wallet in order to be able to sell those tokens. When you register your wallet, they're going to empty out your wallet. Okay, that's that simple. And I said this the other day on the phone. If you did not provide any value to the project, then why would they give you tokens, right? When you look at the tokens that you receive for holding TruBadger tokens in NSI, it's because you created value for the NSI project by holding and being part of TruBadger. That's the reason why you're getting the tokens. You're not getting them just because Doug loves people and he wants to give away $1 million, right? You're getting them because you created value for the project. So in an airdrop or even a claim reward like what we're doing is you have to think, did I do something to earn these or get these? If you did not do anything to earn them and get them, which means if you go in there and there's ABCDEF token, and you say, I don't even know what ABCDEF token is, then you know you didn't do anything to earn them. So just leave them alone, right? You can't delete them out of your wallet because they're there, but don't touch them. Don't click on them. Do not go near them, okay? They're just trying to steal your tokens. That's all they're trying to do. And what they're using is greed, right? They're using our greed against us in order to manipulate us and steal it. A lot of contests do this, right? Send us 1 billion tokens and we're going to send you back 10 billion tokens. I want you guys to think of you sending me 1 billion tokens. What value does that create for me to then send you 10 times that amount of tokens? I can't think of a single value proposition that does it. Now, if you stake 1 billion and I'm going to pay you 10 billion over 10 months or a year, because you've staked it, I now hold those tokens to then use those to then benefit the project. That's a whole different ballgame. But just send me 1 billion, I'll send you 10. No way, it's not going to happen. They're just simply trying to steal your tokens. And the bad part about it is, guys, it's not just when we get hacked or when somebody steals our tokens, any of that type of stuff. It's not just you who loses, it's the entire project, right? It's the entire community, because what they do is my buddy got hacked for $50,000. It's devastated him, right? It's been terrible for him. However, it also hurt the rest of the community because they sold those $50,000 and there was a red candle drop there. So all of us lost value when that type of stuff happens. That's why when we set up Sapphire this week, I would recommend you're going to have 2 wallets, right, set up, and those 2 are going to secure each other. I know it's going to be more difficult because now you got to log into one and then you got to log into the other one, right? Take the time and do it, not just to protect yourself, but to protect the entire TruBadger community and starting to eliminate these sell-offs from scammers that are stealing people's tokens and that type of stuff. And definitely don't participate in contests that are promising to pay you a Bitcoin or an Ethereum or some crazy number, right? I don't know about you guys, but very seldom in my life, never has anyone ever just said, hey, here's 60 grand. right? Have a nice day, right? And that's if somebody's talking about giving you a Bitcoin, that's what they're talking about. So if it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. So don't fall for it and don't get involved with those.
So Peter, I want to address one thing along these lines. A lot of you guys are talking about using VPNs and are using VPNs. The boss and I had a long conversation yesterday about VPNs. If you're using a free VPN and you think you're hiding yourself, right? You're actually executing everything you're doing on somebody else's system. And hackers use free VPNs to get your data. So you're actually recording right on their computer what you're doing through that free VPN. If you're using a paid for VPN, they're still recording everything you're doing. What they're doing with that data is up to them, but they see everything you do, okay? The VPN is hiding you from the rest of the world, so they don't know where you're sitting and what you're doing. But the VPN service knows exactly what you're doing and what you're doing. We feel like that is a potential another gateway into your coins, into your system. Do not, as far as we're concerned, it's your choice. Do not use VPNs. What I suggested to everybody this morning on the DigiCall is use CC Cleaner to clean your system all the time during the day. I got a buddy that turned me on to CC Cleaner 20 years ago or 15 years ago or whenever, I forget how long, but long time ago. And after every search he did on the internet, he ran CC Cleaner, because when you're on the internet, they can interject codes and interject tools that allow them to work their way into your system. Every time you're on this system, CC Cleaner, you run that, analyze it, and clean it, right? Watch what I did this morning. If you didn't get it, staff can give you the video of what I did this morning, but it cleans deeper than going to the 3 dots at the end of the bar on your computer to clean your history. That's a very surface clean. CC Cleaner goes much deeper at removing anything that was potentially attached to you while you were out on the internet. It's a great way to eliminate some paths into your system. So no VPNs, run CC Cleaner.
And we are not being paid by CC Cleaner to promote this.
I should be, though. I just did a great job.
This is not a paid ad. It is just simply so you can protect yourself, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, buddy?
Stay safe, guys. Stay and keep engaged. Right now is a great time for you to share with everybody you know about TruBadger, help them get their TruBadger tokens. We've got a lot of great stuff going on, talking to very large influencers. I'm not talking about crypto influencers. I'm talking about people that have true influence with people, credibility, that as they share, when they share, there is going to be movements in the number of token holders. I'm not going to say in the market cap because I don't know, but I do know we are getting ready to add a lot of token holders to both TruBadger, Insights, into everything that we're doing. What we are doing is resonating with a lot of very influential people who care about people, who want to help them accelerate their financial, future, and they love what we're doing and how we're doing it. And so the approach that we're taking is absolutely the right approach for us to move forward with. And again, we are talking to the right people, the ones that are just like, wow, this is amazing. Okay. So we got 4 more questions. We're going to answer those and then we're going to call it a day. How does CC Cleaner, and is there a cost?
There's a free version, and that's the only version I use. I think it's worth me taking a second.
There's also, I just went to it, buddy. There's a pro version. It's like $40, $44 a year. If you want to go a little bit deeper on that.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to share my screen. And I'll show you guys exactly.
Johnny's asking what's the equivalent CC cleaner for Mac.
You know, I think CC Cleaner may have a Mac version. I don't know that. I'm not an Apple person. So you might have to look around for that. But this is the only option I use is the custom clean right here.
Yes,
Okay.
it does have a Mac version. Yes.
Yeah, I use custom clean here. I go analyze. Now I would have to close all of the windows it closes all Google. I'll just say no on this right now. But what it'll pull up is all of the data that it's going to clean. Okay, let me move this. And then you just run cleaner and man, it cleans. Now I'm OCD about stuff. So I analyze once, I clean it, I analyze again, I clean it, and then I'm done. It takes seconds to do. It's very, very quick. But you do have to close all your Google windows, all of your internet windows, and then it goes deep. It really, really cleans. Okay. Very, very simple.
Kevin is asking a question about being able to know how many TruBadger you have, because of course on there they don't put commas in there. So the best way that you could do it is copy it and put it in Excel and then hit to where it has the commas in it, and it will do that. The other way is you can write it out on the paper and then just throw a comma in every 3, and that'll kind of give you an idea too. So there's an old school way and then a new school way of being able to tell how many tokens you have on that size. Does it work within? What about? Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Do you have an approximate date when Sapphire initial token will launch? By mid-November, guys. So in the next 3 weeks, Sapphire will launch.
So
right.
Kevin, I'm not on Telegram, buddy. I don't go on Telegram. If you reach out to Deb or Candace, they can get me in touch with what you need. So if you'll do that, I'd be more than glad to try to help you.
Okay. Last question is why is a platform like Facebook being used for Digibot communication and instruction? Facebook is notorious counter to privacy.
Yeah, guys, we're building our own system. Right now, we're going to continue to use tools that are available. But as we grow with Insights, we'll have its own communication system ultimately. We will have our own tools. We'll get away from Telegram. We'll get away from Facebook. We'll get away from everything. We will not at this point spend time trying to figure out how to use and mix match things. We're going to do what we've been doing until I can get that done. I told the staff this on Friday, keep doing what we're doing and software will catch up. Okay. We are working around the clock almost to develop tools that will make us a flagship in this space on how we onboard people. The onboarding software is just gorgeous and off the scale that we're developing right now. Then we'll develop communication tools on how we communicate to you guys so that you know it is only us talking to you. It's like somebody got hacked the other day and they said Doug K helped them. Corey and Peter immediately said, no, he didn't, because he's never in Telegram. I don't get in Telegram.
Yeah,
So,
guys, real quick. Listen, we're on a Zoom. You can see me.
Yeah.
The only people you should have helping you with your finances, with your money, with your treasure is someone you can see. Do not take help from anybody on Telegram. I mean, if I ask you the question, like, where do I go to the webinar? And somebody asks you on Telegram and it's a link to the webinar, that's fine. But any wallet stuff, please do not. I'm telling you, if I was standing on the other side of the wall and you had a bag of $10,000 in your hand and you hear me in a muffled voice say, it's Peter, throw the 10 grand over the wall. Are you going to throw the 10 grand over the wall? Or are you going to say, is it really you, Peter? Are you going to ask me a question that maybe only I would know? Are you going to walk around the wall and see? Because I got to tell you, the wall ends about 10 feet in front of you and it's called Zoom rooms. And so you can walk around that wall and you can see the person you are dealing with and know that it is one of our staff and that they're willing to get on. First of all, most of the scammers are not even going to get on because they don't want you to see who they are. because they know you can screen capture their face and can turn them into the authorities as a scammer. So please, please, I'm begging you guys, stop taking help from people that DM you on Telegram. Okay? We say right in our title, we do not DM. Go look at every single chat for every crypto project. We do not DM you directly. That is direct message. That means you go on and you put help. And then in your message box, I want to make sure everybody knows what it is. You get a message that says, hey, I can help you. No, they should answer your question right there in the chat. And that's the only way that you should do that. So please, 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 I'm begging you, do not let people help you through Telegram. We had one lady who decided MetaMask wasn't moving fast enough. So she searched MetaMask phone number. And of course, somebody published a phone number for MetaMask helpline. MetaMask does not have a phone number. None of them have phone numbers, guys. They don't. You're not calling MetaMask. You're calling some stranger on the internet who's going to say, oh, let me send you a link. We need to sync your wallet. We need to, what do you call it? Calibrate your wallet or some nonsense like that. And all they're doing is emptying out your wallet. And they did empty out her wallet. And they did steal her funds. So slow down. We have people that are willing to help you. Very few, if any, and I don't know of any other projects actually, have people that are willing to help you through this process. Instead of taking our TruBadger dollars and spending them on $20,000 to have some fancy person who drives a Ferrari promote our token to their followers, we're spending our money to have people help you and walk you through the process and be there for you guys, okay? And if you go there and they're busy, you got to be patient, guys. We're ramping up. We're building software, as Doug says. We're putting that in place. It'll make it more efficient, which means we'll be able to help more people with less people, but we're also getting more people, right? But when you're doing this, this is why I believe that this is going to be very hard for anybody to duplicate, okay? You have to know the people that are helping the people because they have access to your funds. This is not, hey, let me grab Sam from the side of the road. I've never met Sam before, but he seems like he knows the computer to walk you through setting up your wallet and stuff. So the process of bringing a team together to make sure that your funds are secure and to make sure that you guys are not being put in harm is a much greater process than if we had people doing customer service answering whether you got your vitamins in the mail or didn't get your vitamins in the mail. Okay. We need to make sure that we're working with people that we can trust and that are going to take care of you and that are not going to be, somebody who's going to manipulate you and try to steal your funds. So again, we love you guys. Thank you for being the part of the TruBadger Digi Insights family, because we are one giant family that's just coming together for the common good of all of us that are involved with this in order to increase our financial wherewithal and get us to a point of some type of financial freedom, wherever that is for you. Doug, go ahead, buddy. Why don't you close it out, bud?
All right. Well, guys, I just want to thank you for being on this journey. We are changing lives. We'll continue to do so. And again, if you did get hacked, this can't be the end of your journey. Just be smarter. Let's step into the space. Let's create wealth. That's what we're going to do. And guys, it's like we said in Vegas, it's like no space. Nothing like this has ever existed for people like you and I and Peter and Corey, our staff, all of you guys. We are at a place right now where we can really change our lives and other people's lives. And we're going to continue to work very hard at doing that. So with that, have a great weekend and keep living and dreaming the dream, guys. We're getting there. That's it. Oh, can't hear you, brother.
Somebody's asking where they would find the Digibot training for today, the training that you did today.
Deb has that posted. You can go. In fact, we're maxed out in Digi Live. We're going to be setting up a second Skype and again, building our own deal. We've maxed out over the number of people in in Skype that we can have in one group. So she posts that in the back office of Digi. If you're in Digi, under the news updates will be today's lesson that's posted there. If you're new to Digi, welcome to everybody that's new to Digi. We are onboarding. We got things going on twice a day, onboarding people in Digi. We have a lot of people joining, so congratulations, thanks to you guys. But that's where you'll find it if you're in Digi. Okay. All right. Peter, thank you, buddy. I'm gonna go pick up a Boss and Beanish now and get on with my other job for the rest of the afternoon, and then get back here tonight. I tell you guys, real quick, Peter, one of the best things that has happened is having a boss here with us. It's just been, we've been getting done so much good stuff. So it's been a
Well, the problem is though, buddy, is after they leave, we're gonna have to send you to Pakistan to spend 3 weeks with them there.
well, that's what they're asking, is when Mary and I are coming to Pakistan. So
We're gonna have to arrange it.
yeah,
Thanks
that's
for
a little
the
worry down the road. Think about what I could get done if I could sit in their offices
Oh,
with
my
all of them,
goodness.
right?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. Have a
Thank
great
you, everybody.
weekend. Bye-bye.